Good morning, Tuesday 17th. Welcome to our technical analysis daily video today. Now, today I've got the euro dollar in front of me. As you can see, this is the channel we drew from last week onwards because we're expecting the euro dollar to go up in February, but we're not in February yet, are we? So what we're expecting is a bit of a dip back to come back and test this channel bottom. It's going to be around here, I guess. So probably around 1.0540 region, we might see the market again popping down here before we go long again. Alright, so that's the outlook we've got on there, and then obviously what we're going to see is probably going to move this up a little bit, okay, and we might see the market around the 1.0870, yeah, 70 region there is good. Let's bring this down around here, okay, simply because that's a previous resistance level there, so market is very likely to kind of pop up there. Alright, let's take a look at dollar franc. Now here we have an interesting situation with the dollar franc. I think it's good for a buy. As you can see, that's the dollar franc. Okay, so what you need to do here on the dollar franc is to make sure around here we've got possible to head up here, all right, around this resistance line here. So that's what we're expecting with the dollar franc. So possible buy levels. It might just dip down a bit more before the market buys, simply because of this line here. So we might just see it dip down slightly lower around here, as you can see, kind of channel bottom there, if I do it like this, and from here it's probably okay to bounce back up again. But when it does pop up here, obviously this is going to be a range where we're going to think about really selling it off, because if you take a look at this chart on a daily, alright, we might see the dollar franc double topping there. That's the neckline, so any breakage of this neckline is going to be, it's going to give us the capacity to push it all the way back down again. So we need to be careful on the dollar franc, and possibly a breakdown will give us the opportunity to short it every time it raises its head up. So if we're expecting the euro dollar to go up, obviously this is going to be going up. It's going to be in that reverse relationship. Let's take a look at the dollar CAD. Now dollar CAD, shorting it, as you can see, this still has potential to come down. I did draw these levels before, and as you can see, this is just pushing it down and down and down, and I think that's going to continue as well. If you take a look at the daily, this double top there, the neckline breaks, and this could just pretty much come all the way back down to this level here. It's got those levels, as you can see, from the past. So dollar Canadian is very, very likely to be popping back down again. So what to do with the dollar Canadian is just follow the movement, follow the waves of the market. You got that long-term target, so every time it kind of raises its head up, you just want to turn it over and keep pushing it down until you get to those targets. Take a look at the pound dollar. Pound dollar gapped. Now the market usually fills up that gap, and that's what it did yesterday afternoon, or yesterday evening, pretty much Asia session. And now we're expecting this pull up to continue to that resistance line there. As you can see, that 1.2230 is not a bad level at all. And if the market does get there, that's going to be a resistance level, and that's not a bad spot to short it again. Alright, so a pull up in order to be sold is not a bad outlook for the pound dollar. Dollar yen, same kind of strategy with the dollar franc. Now this is a support area. It's a nice support area. We've got divergence here. As you can see, the market kind of bought it from there before. Now, so we're expecting a bit of an up move with the dollar yen as well, but like I said, just like with the dollar franc, it does have room to come down, simply because it's just a huge up move, as you can see. So the market wants to kind of take profit and take some of that back, and what we want to do is just probably bring the market back down to around this level. But how's that going to happen? A pull back and then a push down, so don't rush into it. And then up and down, that is. Okay, so probably we'll have some support, dollar yen going up a little bit this week in order to be sold back down again. And then in February, what we're going to do is probably see this a bit lower, coming back down to those Fibonacci lines. Let's take a look at gold. Okay, we still have this channel here, and the market's pretty much going up, and I think it's going to carry on going up, but then we'll probably have a retracement. So it's worthwhile sticking into the range of the channel, and then from this channel onwards, test the backs, the highs, and so the channel tops here are okay to sell, and then you can push it down, but just maintaining that channel formation I think is a good kind of trade on the gold. And let's take a look at the Brent. We're still in that mid-range there, okay, and possibly better to stay out of this range. Good levels to trade are going to be the tops and the bottoms, okay. So along these lines you're good to trade, but within here it's a bit choppy, and the market hasn't moved much since yesterday, and we've got a few announcements coming out, so be mindful when the announcements pop up as well. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones. Still in that range as well. I think that's going to push down to that support level again at 19,650 region there. So a possible pullback to around that level is expected, I think, with this. And let's take a look at DAX. Okay, now DAX is good because finally we have a breakout, and this breakdown is good because now on the pullbacks I think we'll have an opportunity to keep pushing it downwards. So I think that's a good opportunity to kind of push it down and to follow it through. And that's about it. Hope that helps. Have a great day trading, and watch out for the news because we've got news coming out from the European Central Bank. Also Yellen will be talking. We've got FOMC on Wednesday, so it's going to be a bit of a opportunity week. So keep trading with your money management intact and according to the technical analysis levels, and keep your trading and the news correlated. Have a great day.